All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
K-On! Season 1, Episode 2.
All right.
Light Music Club.
Yes.
Light Tea Club. And Biscuits Club. All right, okay, we've joined.
Joined.
But, guitar. You need a
Yes.
guitar. And, yeah, you know, it could even cost as much as 5,000 yen.
Oh.
What will we do?
No.
This is going to turn into the light part-time job club pretty soon, as it's the, okay, so...
Samugi's gonna
Money.
be every once in a while and be like, I could pay for it. No. This is a bonding activity moment.
No.
So he's
They're not
like,
even going to realize...
I can press the credit card button.
Yeah.
No.
She's gonna like consistently like be like, I could just, and then they'll be like, anyway, so you know, and she just won't get the in to actually be like, no, I have fat stacks, I can like make all these problems go away.
And then they're just gonna be like, right, we're gonna go to the store and buy more snacks. Samugi, yes, go buy these snacks for us. Like, okay. And then they're like,
she takes the money and it's like, this isn't enough. But
right,
then she goes and gets the money.
And they're like, wow, it's amazing. We always have plenty of snacks. And then how does this keep happening? Like,
and then eventually, when they find out that Tsumugi could like, you know, pay for it, they're like, well, why didn't you say so sooner?
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I am excited for absolute potato donut protagonist to have
They need donuts. That's right.
There you go. Yeah. To have you know,
whatever journey they end up having.
Whatever the donut hole in her brain is filled with, you know, something that can be, you know, somewhat resembling guitar, and then then we'll take this all the way to the end. Or you know what? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just vibe. We just chill. We just hang out. So,
maybe, you know, the OPs and the EDs, that's just how they imagine
fantasy.
themselves. Yeah,
The
it's
dream,
like,
you know?
we're so cool. And hey, if that's all it is, you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Devote.
Mugi, just Mugi.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. This space available for rent, you know? Alright! We go to Mesa to feel this pain. Nah, just kidding. She looks like she's playing. She's doing, you know, not even with a capo. She's using her finger to bring the bar down, yeah.
That's right. Oh, God. Calluses.
Yeah. You remember playing, like, a year of guitar, right?
Yeah. Like, no, she's not. Oh, she'll be destroyed.
Well, they never start you with that. They start you with, like, the basic one string fours.
Yeah.
Like, you know, third fret, one string.
But just the, like,
G chord.
you know,
it's not even a G chord.
You need to actually press down on the strings enough to, like, keep them there. And, like, over and over.
Yeah, and guitar is very much a, like, coordinated, like, you know, fingers one there. So if she's klutzy, it's going to be really tough for her to...
Oh, yeah.
For her to do. But that means if she's a true underdog, we're going to watch her grow.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Putting Band-Aids
so
on her
much.
fingers or something.
Yeah.
Being like, okay.
Yes. Akiyama Mio. Yeah, I don't want to be up front. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh! Stage fright. Okay. Kotobuki Tsumugi. Nice. Yes. That tracks with... Yep. Yeah, why is she here? We will find out the details later. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Moogie brought them. Yep. Okay, cool. She picks up on that. Yeah. Yeah.
And what is that?
Someone has to do it. Yeah.
They are cool.
Yeah. I will say drums do require finger work though once you get really good. Because if you're holding the sticks hard like this, you're not doing it right. Oh. I give you permission, but okay.
Are you sure about
Sure?
that?
Yeah. Yeah. You probably want to go for like a 25,000 yen one.
Yeah, no.
Just them.
Like, this is like some Newtonian physics.
Yeah.
Like, for every food, there is an equal and opposite Yui reaction. Isn't she your younger sister?
Maybe. A combined front.
Yeah, because if you could do 2 months allowance to get a bad one, like, because you don't need a good one to start out with, right?
I mean, yeah, most of it is just learning the actual,
like motions of things. Nope.
Wow, backgrounds are really good.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Well. Yeah.
Do you still have the money?
Nope. Yeah, shit, I'm seeing the prices, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Budget.
And 40, yeah. Oh.
Just a bit.
Yeah, it's out of most people's range, like.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
Already.
They start walking, Moogie stays there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
The hell is a bus?
Yes!
Ah.
Part-time job. Moogie's like, what's a job, you know?
Okay, but let's be real. Will she still have the 50,000 yen by the time you save up more money?
Ah! Nice. It's fun to use the halfway mark to be the flipping a cassette tape. I wonder how many kids watch this anime and they're like, what the hell is that thing, you know?
Yeah.
This anime is so much as
Nope.
You'll get no money for that.
Hey, but it's something that Yui could actually do.
Yeah, you'd hate it.
Yeah.
No. Hey, you can be a line cook. You don't have to be up front. Oh. No. You have to do this. Where's my resolve? I like the sound of that.
Mio can, Yui can't.
No, definitely not.
All right, so pay attention and don't, you know.
So this is like the temp work stuff where you basically just sit at a spot. You gotta do the Ludwig technique, that use the other hand to rapidly like rotate it.
5 minutes.
She's so cute.
They missed like 3 cars during this amount of time.
Aww.
God, that would be so mind-numbing.
Oh, that was yours. Oh no. Oh. Oh no, it's become music. Oh, that's great. It's like, yeah.
This sounds good.
Yeah, what?
Alright, after today, we must be at least like a quarter of the way there.
Yep. The worst part is I think it's set on the thing they get like 7,500 yen like a month or something. So it's like
maybe.
Or like per paycheck or something. So it's like either twice a month or what have you, but like that's, you know, nothing for 250,000 yen.
Even if all 4 of them are pooling together, which would be very nice of them to do.
Yeah.
She lied as easily as she breathed. To herself and to them.
You know what, though? I'm rooting for her, though.
I am.
I'm rooting for her.
Yeah.
There's such a vibe, though, about, like, you know, doing a job with your friends or your siblings or something, though, and you're like,
yep.
All right. Oh, it's like 8,000 yen a day.
Okay, so if they're doing like a full day, but it's only on like weekends or something.
Right, because it's just a day job, I guess, or something. So it's actually like some money, you know?
Good job. Awesome. Okay, so character development. And she's like, yeah, my parents already loaned me some money. We were doing this and that's great, but... Okay.
Yeah.
That'll make me feel way better about her getting the guitar that she wants if Tsumugi ends up, like...
Yeah, she's pretending to play.
What's the point of joining a music club if you can't play air guitar?
Yeah. Everyone can play air guitar.
Huh?
Huh?
She's gonna negotiate. Yeah.
Wait.
Wait, so
5万円で売ってるって
Oh my god!
実はうちの系列のお店で
not even.
麦ちゃんありがとう残りはちゃんと返すから
Well, then there
That's-
we go!
Yeah, that is such a vibe though. Like, because you know when you're a kid and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna learn an
Oh.
instrument, and it's here's all the instruments, and there's so many that are so cool, but oh man, they are so expensive.
ミュージシャンっぽい
This is an electric one, so it's not gonna make any sound when you strum it. It's just gonna bram,
Yeah.
bram.
サインの練習しなきゃ
Yes, you go.
姉ちゃんおサインね
So she's carrying it in
That,
a bag
that's
on her
just
back,
realistic, though.
and she bangs it on every doorway that she goes through.
I think her klutziness won't come out immediately.
Yeah.
But yes.
まだ全然練習してないのだってキラキラピカピカしてるから
That's fair.
なんか触るのが怖く鏡の前でポーズ取ったり写真撮ったりいやギターのフィル
Yeah.
ムも外してないもんね
I must.
いつ謝れ
Yeah, that's a special moment for her.
Stealing a cherry off a sundae.
ゆいちゃんお菓子を
Yep, yep.
そんなもので機嫌
Appeasement.
Nope.
Yep, yep.
やっぱり引くものだよねただ大事にしてるだけじゃかわいそうだよね
Right.
きっかけになればと思ったんだ
Right, start playing.
ライブみたいな音出すのはどうしたらいいの
Oh, well, you have to buy something else. Oh, okay, good. We
okay.
have all that here for you. Never mind. I think it's gonna be, now you have to go buy an amp. It's like, what?
Hey, can you negotiate this amp down to $0? I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of tune. No, like, definitive chord play. That, yep.
But it's like, whoa,
It feels so
you have an actual
powerful.
instrument.
Yeah.
私たちの軽音部夢は武道館ライブ
What? What?
卒業までに
Ah!
まだこれしか弾けない
Hey, that's still something.
And it's not really anything.
For her, that's something.
No!
Oh,
Yeah! Ah! Why'd you do that?
前にコード抜くとそうなっちゃうんだよ早く言って
1,065 days. There we go.
Big question mark. Big question mark.
I love the rock idea of Tsumugi having the like guitar-based keyboard kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
set up as well, and then her outfit having the white checkered kind of zebra stripes too,
nice.
for the keyboard keys.
Yeah, to match it.
very much matches. Yeah, it's like a band promo video.
Yep. There's gonna be a fifth character that gets introduced that's actually like a cracked like producer.
All right, episode
Okay.
2. We got ourselves a guitar.
Yep.
We got Yui a good guitar too.
Really good
Because
one.
Mugi apparently is a part of, probably the Kotobuki group and
Right.
owns like a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just like, negotiate, bring that price down, and lower.
And I love
and
that
the guy's
she-
just like, oh no, are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
She doesn't even realize that was because she's
Intimidating him. Basically.
yeah, exactly. She's just like, that's how it works, right?
Right.
Awesome. I'm great at negotiating.
I'm wholesome, cute, and
and she probably
completely
doesn't even
sheltered. Yes.
and she probably doesn't even realize that this is a place that her family. Oh no, she does know
No,
it's a
she
place her
knows
family
it.
owns.
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
she
yeah.
did it. But it's the thing of where it's the intensity of it for him. Yeah. But
right.
that leads to the comedy of it, and then
Yep.
it's the okay, cool. They did actually do some part-time work, and she ended up getting an advance on her probably next couple monthly allowances in order
Yeah.
to set that up. So awesome.
Yep.
Guitar's been bought. Now comes the actual learning, which yes, this is going to be a tough uphill battle, Yui.
Yeah, this is the much less fun part. Cool, you've got the sweet
Right.
guitar, but like,
Yeah, and a couple other things that are fun details here. Because she got an electric guitar, it's actually going to be a little bit easier. If you have an acoustic guitar, you have to actually press harder down
Right.
on the strings
because
than
you are
would.
physically the one creating the vibrations that
Well,
make the sound.
no, you are either way, but the idea is that you need you don't get any assistance basically.
Right.
You're still doing it with
Yep.
an electric guitar, but it's that you're not actually getting any assistance with an acoustic guitar.
Right.
You are entirely at fault for why a string being plucked is going to sound a little bit off if you aren't fully connecting with the neck of the guitar. So that's going to be fun. But then also just the point of having everybody else then getting all fired up because she's got a guitar is going to have some questions as to whether or not we are a, tea and crumpets club or we're more of an actual music club.
We're gonna do that live show at the Budokan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we graduate.
So in 3 years,
Like, I love that it's the, like, hey, Ritsu, Vision Cast. Yes. You go, girl.
You go.
But even when it's the, she's like, we're gonna do this, and they're like,
ooh, yeah.
And then before we graduate,
well, I mean that's more attainable.
So
but,
tea and cake,
Did you have to put a time limit on it? Like, we could have just been like, at some point,
Yep.
down the line.
Hey, given that they theoretically have a lot of financial backing, or could. It's not entirely impossible.
No, it's actually kind of fun because while they're in their, first year of high school, it is kind of fun to have that be their, like, okay, yeah, we're fired up. We're going to be doing this here.
Yep.
But it's actually going to take some time. And given that the pacing of this show is willing to be actually pretty quick as far as things go, we could get to actually some pretty cool stuff by the end of season 1. I doubt we're going to get that far.
Probably.
But, we could. And that's fun because with the beginning of this show basically being that, hey, look, our protagonist is the underdog, super ditzy, super clumsy, not very confident.
Nope.
And yet we're already seeing that little bit of confidence come up in her as she's like, no, I'm going to do this. This is going to be my efforts. I want to earn this and work for it.
I have this awesome guitar. Of course I'm going to play it, right? Yeah, like I'm not just going to do nothing,
Not just going to sleep with it and stare at it and pose with it and everything.
Even though, yes, absolutely do those things too.
Yeah, so like I tried guitar for a little bit. I did it for about 2 years, but like I just didn't really find music to be that enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
And also I just probably got a little discouraged. I watched lots of people just pick it up and they just get so good so fast.
It's like,
so frustrating.
What the hell?
Yeah. So that was also part of it. But I just remember learning all the chords and learning all the strumming progressions and things like that. And it's like, oh, this is kind of transporting me back to that childhood era. But then also they've got this really cool friend group around them. And it's like, you don't always have that when playing an instrument. Oftentimes playing an instrument means you're sitting in a room trying to not disturb everybody else outside with your horrible playing.
Oh yeah, that's the other benefit of having an electric. You can
be quiet actually.
You can be quiet
because you can put headphones into the amp, then you can listen to yourself play.
And all we'll hear is just dun, dun, dun,
then they hear
dun,
just
dun,
like
dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
Especially with drums, that's where it's really helpful. If, say,
drums
theoretically,
are even more expensive.
No, yeah, absolutely,
drums
yes,
too.
yeah. But if you theoretically have an acoustic drum set and you're like, hey, I want to practice, that is definitely something that has an influence on the general noise levels.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things about musical instruments that is kind of also a privilege, to where you can feel like you're kind of priced out of literally just being a musician. So the idea that, for instance, Mugi here has been playing piano and having piano lessons, probably piano tutoring.
Since she was 4.
Since she was 4, it's the like, yes, that is the silver spoon right there. But then the idea that, our protagonist has already gone off to the land of fantasy in that the 250,000 yen guitar was negotiated down to a fifth of its price.
Right.
Because you had a rich friend.
Yeah.
We're already out of the relatability.
No, yeah, exactly.
Like,
and hey, the fantasy of that happening. Of course, every kid that like is then like, maybe your parents are making you learn music or something, or you want to learn music or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's I see all these really cool things. Nah, you have to get like the cheapest, crummiest piece of crap, basically, because everything else is so expensive,
And even then, it's still pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember how expensive my guitar was, but it was very much like the, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Like, I think it was $200. I think.
Yeah, because we both got guitars. I
Yeah,
quit
yeah.
much faster than he did. But yeah, I want to say they were like 250 or 300. Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just the idea that we had a family situation where they didn't mind if we were all going to play noisily in a room because it was just already we were already a pretty noisy family in general.
Exactly.
So that's just another thing going on. You know?
Oh yeah, there's drums going on downstairs. It's just
Or there's Caleb's trying to strum properly.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to see, and the show doesn't have to do this because it's focusing on the kids, right? But I would love to have seen as like a sort of introduction for the characters of the parents. She comes back and she's like, "Mom, Dad, I got the guitar. Thank you so much for giving me the 50,000 advance on my allowance and all that stuff." And they're like, "Oh, cool, yeah, that's great, honey." What?
Oh, that's what you wanted to spend it on?
Yeah. Well, but just the idea of like how.
Right.
Because they'd probably know. They're like, yeah.
Not necessarily.
No, okay. Yeah, I guess maybe not. But
I think a lot of people are like completely ignorant about how much hobbies cost. Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
You can think of in your head and you go, oh, wow, now that I think about it, yeah, that hobby must be really expensive.
Sure.
But music specifically is one of those ones where you're like,
it's not as
you're
expensive
not going
as...
to a place where they let you play it to practice. You're buying one entire instrument and bringing it home. Also, that's another thing. Japan, like housing situation, things are really close, and they've got a lot of noise laws and stuff. So she can't necessarily just practice without everything being quiet and stuff. She could get in trouble and stuff too.
Yeah.
But yes, we have now a goal. It is a ridiculous goal. It is a measurable goal, though. That is something that is time related, is measurable, and it is not necessarily attainable.
Nope,
but,
not at all. But it's something, right?
It counts.
Yeah, Ritsu, keep getting them pumped up, and Tsumugi, keep bringing sweets to smooth out the edges and the wrinkles of the interactions.
Yeah, I also love that this episode focused a lot on Mio and the way in which her weakness is actually that she's very nervous about being in front of people.
Yeah.
Almost like stage fright. And yet in the ED, she's the one singing.
Oh, yeah, and she's killing it.
Meaning that this is the story of not just Yui overcoming her, struggles, her flaws, her weaknesses and stuff, but it's about all four of the girls overcoming those weaknesses.
And that was that's a very personal kind of struggle to have, right? It's not just the... Yeah, exactly. And point of growth that we can have there on top of the more like... not less important, but like fairly... I don't know. Ritsu, yes, be a bit more considerate. Don't just rip the the plastic thing off of the guitar, because she might want to do that. Or the yes, fit in with the common folk and see what it's like to be able to order fries and that.
Or just being maybe yourself, because one of the things that I've already noticed with Mugi is that she's copying people a lot.
I don't know what to do here, and so I imitate.
Well, right, but the idea is that if she's afraid because she knows what she would do, but she's like, I've been told specifically, don't do that around other people, because then they might, reject you, or they might judge you, or they might...
You have to keep up an appearance because you're from an important family or something.
Right. Yeah. So I'm excited for her to cut loose a little bit, for Mio to be one who can be confident, and then for Ritsu to channel that energy into a more, like, dedicated, like, planning kind of thing of actually, like, if you're going to be a schemer, scheme your way as to how this is going to work.
Right.
Bring an action plan and stuff.
All right, so we need to practice for 12 hours every day.
Or just at the very least to keep everyone, like, on point. Like that. Like, not necessarily 12 hours, but, like having okay, let's practice now for an hour. Because Yui definitely stole the time away from looking for the guitar. I was like, oh, an outfit over here? Oh, we can get sodas over here? Oh, you get over here? Wait, what were we supposed to be doing again? And Mio was the one keeping y'all on track.
Right.
Not you, Ritsu. So if you want to be the leader here,
right,
you're going
to help Mio out, Yeah.
She's stay on track.
She's not the confrontational type,
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. But really good kind of group dynamic fully established here. Made some progress, got a guitar, and Yeah. Also saw a little bit of Yui's like home life, kinda. She's
Right.
got a sister who's like, I'm here for you, but also, can you keep it down? You're making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
You know?
And I love the bit of the, hey sis, can you lend me money? No.
No,
Like-
I can't. I'm tight too.
We both are kids that don't have jobs. You know.
Her sister's just like, the market hit me really bad last
In
week.
this economy.
This economy, the inflation is just, it's killer.
It's the Little Rascals thing where we're here to buy some lumber, and there's like 8 of them with like, you know, like little red wagons behind them, and they put like their change on the counter, and then the dude like pulls out a little like cardboard like, you know, thing, and he's like, paper or plastic.
Paper or plastic.
You know.
Oh my god, it's too real. But then also they got part-time jobs together. That was really wholesome.
Yeah.
It threw me back to that time of like, oh yeah, I remember being in high school, my
Yep.
first job. And it's
We
just
had
like,
a really good first job.
We
Like,
did have a really good
seeing this
first
kind of stuff,
jobs,
I'm like, yeah, that's, oh man, kill me now. Like that would.
well, I mean, in a lot of ways, our part that made it so great was that we exchanged bad like working conditions, you know, bad health code violations with regards to
suggestions.
yeah, nothing implied here.
No, it's all. And you don't know where we work.
Yeah, we don't know anything. Like, stuff totally not being done properly as far as things.
But we
were
made
done.
good money,
But we made good money,
and the bosses were great.
and the bosses were
like-
actually pretty great.
Was
yeah.
everything up to code? Absolutely not.
No.
Were we being treated well? Yes.
Yes.
And it was awesome.
And it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, yeah, trading that, you know, precious friend time, summertime, you know, fun time for, you know, the hard cash to basically then
Right.
do the thing that you really want to do with like,
Yep.
you know, guitar or what have you. It's just like oh, yeah.
And we still did get that growth from Yui in that she's like, yeah, I'll get the one that's in my price point. Of course, she's going to stare longingly at the guitar that she actually wants, and you know, sigh loudly and stuff. But she had made the decision of, okay, I'm gonna make the grown up decision, and I'm gonna do it because it doesn't make sense to spend all of this time being like, we're going to work so that you can get the instrument you want, so that then we can practice. Like, start practicing now.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.